Hey y'all, it's Jeremy French here in the field for another plant of the week, actually this time. So we're getting, kind of into the winter months. A lot less things are blooming, a lot less things are even vegetative. So what we're going to do for the next few months is we're going to talk about some grasses, some native trees, and just kind of get everything we can. We'll include some invasive species and how to treat them, but we're going to keep getting in the field. We're going to keep showing you these native plants and maybe some non-native plants and how to destroy them. But we'll keep going, and then before you know it, it'll be spring again. What I want to show you this week, actually, it's one of my favorite native grasses. It'll be the first native grass in this segment, I believe. And it's actually Indian grass, or Sargassum nutans. It is just gorgeous in the winter, provides wonderful structure. Let's take a look. Here we are with Indian grass. As you can see, it's got this gorgeous seed head. It actually, if we look closely, has tiny white hairs on the seed head, and that gives it a purplish, goldish iridescence in the winter, which is one of the reasons why this is one of my favorite grasses. It's also a bunch forming grass, as we can see here, so it doesn't grow like a lot of non-native grasses that create turf. It creates these little bunches which provide great structure in prairies. Oftentimes see a lot of songbirds and smaller birds perching on these while they work their way across prairies and grasslands. Let's look how gorgeous that is. Now you might be saying, well, how do I identify it when the seed head's not on or it's not in this stage? I'll show you a nifty little trick. So the best way to identify Indian grass when it doesn't have its seed head on it that's pretty distinct is right here. So what we're looking at is where the leaf joins the main stem and sheath. This little pointy thing is called an auricle. So Indian grass has a pointed auricle that grasps the stem, and it's got two, one in each side. It's got one there and one there, and that is pretty distinct. Indian grass is extremely beneficial to a lot of species. It provides really good structure, and it can be utilized in landscaping to an extent for borders and stuff like that. It is really gorgeous. It's important in our wildlife plantings that we don't overplant it to make sure we're focusing on those forbs and those wildflowers, but it's extremely beneficial and my favorite grass. And we'll see you next week for another plant of the week.